And if we get beat, it's not going to be from a lack of effort from this discount tire team. We're flogging away, doing everything we can every week, and I think last week was a product of that. With the new car coming out so strong as we did, it was from a lot of hard work. Everybody at the shop and at the racetrack.
You want to win 2 championships. I know the driver title is important, but how important is it for you to win one for these guys here at Dodge?
Dodge has been a sport for a long time, and they've been associated with my family for even longer than they've been in NASCAR. So we'd like to get them there in winner's circle, win races here at Bristol, and in the end win the championship. We've got a great shot at that. We're 4 points behind Kyle Busch, but it's very possible, and the way we're running, it's going to come down the line.
Hey, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Vince?
Thanks, Doc. Keselowski in his 22 may be cruising in the driver's standings, but much tighter in the owner's points. You mentioned him. You heard him mention a 4-point advantage over the 18 of Joe Gibbs Racing. The owner's points lead has changed hands 3 times in the last 7 races. Expected to stay tight right down to the finale at Homestead. Well, there's no doubt Kyle Busch is a threat to win every time he's entered in the race. It didn't work out for him here last August, however. Busch got wrecked by the 07 of Chase Austin and ended up 28th that night. Then here in March, as you see, another highlight there of the 07 and Busch's contact with Austin. And then you go to the race here in March. Kyle had contact with the 88 of Kelly Byers, but still had a car that ran up toward the front. Kyle led 59 laps, brought it home in 3rd that afternoon. And, of course, he can run anything. Wednesday night here in the trucks, he won that race after starting from the rear of the field. In fact, Kyle has won the truck race 3 times in a row. Let's find out how he feels about his equipment tonight. Kyle is with Dave Burns.
And of course, Kyle is a record book kind of guy, so I want to start out by asking you tonight, is the 10th record-tying win of the season on your mind tonight, or perhaps doing the triple this weekend, starting with the truck race, of course, you won on Wednesday?
Neither, really. We're just trying to go out here, see the best we can do, and hopefully have a good solid run with the Z-Line Designs Camry. We're in the owner's battle, so tonight will probably be a survival night for us, points night, but I feel like the car's all right. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be in practice. It wasn't quite doing the things I wanted it to do like my truck would, so we'll see how we can battle it out.
Did you and Jason work on things that did work for the truck and try to put them in all day? Because I heard you say about practice, it wasn't a great practice.
Yeah, exactly. I text Ren and I was asking him some of the stuff that we did, and I showed Jason, and we were like, yeah, we threw it in there, and it didn't work at all. We didn't like it, so we just had to go back to what we knew how to run and what runs fast around here with the Nationwide cars, and we just, we keep battling the same thing every time we come here, just a little bit, and hopefully that little bit is not too far off where we can still win.
All right, Kyle's been fast here in a JGR Nationwide car before. Perhaps tonight he can pick up that W.
Thanks, Dave. And you see, it doesn't really matter what Kyle Busch happens to be driving. He seems to know his way to victory lane here at Bristol. He's won 3 times in the Sprint Cup Series. He's won once here in the Nationwide Series. He's won 3 times in the Camping World Truck Series. 7 victories for Kyle Busch here at Bristol. Looks to add to that total tonight. There's been a lot of talk lately about the Cup guys coming down to run in the Nationwide Series. It's it's not a new strategy. We've seen Cup guys do it for a long time, but why do they do it? Is it just the love of racing? Is it
the reason why they do it, and a great example is Brad Keselowski. This gives him an opportunity to continue to build confidence. This sport is so much about momentum and confidence. If you look at what he has done over on the Cup side in his Penske car, he has really struggled in the Cup Series, and he would be a step off confidence-wise if he wasn't running in this Nationwide Series where he has run excellent and exceptional all series.
Brad, it just gives him a lot of exposure. I agree with everything you said. You think about it. These guys can come out here with a lot of experience, get the Nationwide Series and shine, get on TV a lot. Their sponsors love it, but they love doing it because they are racers at heart, So a lot of times these guys want to be on TV. They want to get out there in the front. They want to promote those sponsors. I'm a really big believer that exposure in the Nationwide Series is very big.
Yeah. I agree with both of you guys. They do it because they want to race. They do it for the exposure, but also some of the guys do it for a business plan. When you look at guys like Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr., who own their own teams, they know that they can offer a sponsor a bigger package. When you can put a sponsor in front of 100,000 fans tonight and 150,000 fans tomorrow and tie that weekend package in, it makes business sense.
Yes.
Yeah, and you mentioned Dale Jr. Dale Jr. back in the Nationwide Series car here tonight. And in fact, he's back in the Nationwide car for the first time since winning in the 3-car last month at Daytona. And Joey Logano tries to add his name to the Bristol winners list. He'll start on the front row. We'll talk to Junior and Joey when countdown continues. Always an exciting time when you're getting ready to go racing, and particularly when it's Bristol. You see less than 20 minutes until the green flag waves here at the world's fastest half mile. The sun is setting, and it is a beautiful evening tonight here in Tennessee. You know, as we creep closer to the green flag here at Bristol for the Nationwide Series race, we remind you that Dale Jr. is back in the field. The last time Junior was in a Nationwide car was last month at Daytona, and who can forget Junior climbing into the 3 his dad made famous. Such an emotional night for the fans, and the driver, the team as well. Junior won at Daytona, and he is back in action tonight, and he's standing by with Jamie Little.
And of course, that was a big win, emotional for Tony Eury Jr. But tonight, you're driving for his dad, Pops, and we know they are very competitive, Junior. So what are the chances you get to victory lane and settle that score?
I think we got a good chance. He knows how to put a good race car on the track, and we were pretty happy with our car and race trim earlier. Keselowski was awful fast, I'll be honest with you, but so were a couple other guys. But we felt like we had a good car and just got real loose in qualifying. Going back and forth from the CO2 to the Nationwide car was a little bit difficult today for me, but the Realtree car was good, and we're going to work hard to try to stay out of trouble and get what we can out of it. I think it's a good. I think it's got a top 5 in it.
Well, it's going to be fun watching Junior. He rolls off 34th. Doc?
And up front, we got Joey Logano on the outside of the front row. And Joey, we're talking about a lot of things a moment ago, pit strategy and tires, etc. How do you see this one unfolding here tonight?
It's probably going to be a lot of track positions, but I think so we got that going for us right now with the GameStop Toyota starting here on the front row. So we're where we need to be right now, but I think pitch strategy is going to come into play here a lot. It doesn't seem like this tire dropped off a lot in this practice or in the Cup practice. So I can see it's probably going to be hard to pass. Probably a lot of guys running the top. So if you can get your car working on the bottom, you'll probably be in the best shape. So we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting race, maybe a little bit different than the typical Bristol race, but we'll see.
Have a good one.
I'll have fun, that's for sure.
I remember what happened in the spring, guys. A 33 car had a different driver back then, got him on the final lap, and he took him out of a top 5.
And the 33 car will be on pole tonight, and that car will be driven by Elliott Sadler. Maybe a little good luck love there. Elliott looking to, hey, wouldn't it be nice you start on the pole in Kevin Harvick's car, and then you get a little love rubbed on it by the little man, and then go out and put the car in victory lane. It'd be a great night for Elliott. So wish him well. And you know, we heard from Dale Jr. there, and Dale is one of those guys that we see running around the top of the track a lot. Used not to do that here at Bristol, but you can run a variety of different lines here now, Rusty.
You can run right on the bottom of the track to the top, and I really think you're going to win the race on top of the racetrack. That's probably some of the strategy that'll go on tonight. Other part of the strategy I'm looking at is what they just talked about, Logano. 2 tires versus 4 tires, stuff like that, Ray. I think that you're going to have to maybe go with 2 tires and win this race.
Yeah, definitely, but these guys are going to have to take care of business on the racetrack, but they're going to have to take care of the front of those cars too. These Nationwide cars have got that little opening in the front, slope nose. We see time after time guys close that opening, overheat these cars, takes them out of a shot to win the race.
And you boys talking about all this technical stuff. You know what's going to happen tonight? Boys, have at it. We got a little spillover from Michigan. Joey Logano, Ryan Newman, they're both in this race. Joey starts second, Ryan is ninth. They didn't get all this cleaned up this week. Look at it, look at it. These boys are hot right here. They got to go racing tonight. We could see, Ryan said, don't touch me, boy. Don't touch. We're going to see a little bit of this action going on tonight. I'll guarantee it. Joey better keep that thing up front and moving because Ryan's coming.
Can you take care of that business in the Nationwide race, and then you don't have to worry about it tomorrow in the Cup race tomorrow night?
Take care of it both days.
It'll bleed over if you take over
exactly right. A little TCB tour, 2 days worth.
Oh man, when it gets like that, I get hit.
Tell me what you really think.
You don't want your drivers tearing up the equipment though, Ray?
No, I don't want to get tore up in here. Would you ever see Brad get like that? He's got 9-foot arms.
Well, we'll keep our eye on it. That's certainly one of the stories we'll be looking for. And of course, that guy always won to beat. Can he win his 10th race of the season tonight? Dale Jr.'s in the field, and Elliott Sadler will start from pole. We're going to go NASCAR Nationwide Series racing at Bristol just ahead. After having heavy rains yesterday, that was a wet and soggy day, but it is absolutely beautiful today. It's been a great afternoon and evening here in Thunder Valley, and we're looking forward to it tonight. Elliott Sadler and Joey Logano on the front row. Justin Allgaier won here in March. Got 12 former winners in the field, 15 double-duty drivers. It is going to be a great night for racing under the lights in Bristol. Let's go trackside for the pre-race ceremonies.
Race fans, the presentation of colors tonight by the Cherokee High School Navy.